Welcome back to the channel. Today, Andrew, we have got two questions. Do you like dancing and do you like science?
I like both of those things.
We'll get ready to tango because today we have the mango. Andrew, tell us a little bit about this coffee and my terrible dad joke.
Well, it is going to be a tango on your taste buds, if you will. It's going to be a wild coffee. We talk about our spectrum of coffee being traditional, whereas that benchmark lands. It tastes like coffee. It's what's kind of you're expecting. It's high quality. It's good. We have balance, which you're like a lot of your South American, Central American coffees have that nice chocolatey note, very familiar kind of flavor profile. And then we have this category that's reserved for just specific coffees, usually like Ethiopians, natural process, or in this case, a process that's a little experimental. It gives you just crazy flavors. And so in this case, it's going to give you a very heightened mango flavor, and it tastes like absolutely cartoonish, and it's super fun. It's kind of hit the coffee world in storm. You'll see a lot of these kinds of processes, and we've had a few of them from this exact producer. But yeah, tell us a little bit more about that process.
Yeah, so we've had this coffee from this producer, like you said, multiple times. So first was the Finca La Sirena peach, and then the cherry cola, both last year. And then this year we brought in the mango. So the processing method is osmotic dehydration. Normally, a lot of the coffee that we see on our wall is normally like a natural, a pulp natural, a honey, or a washed. Is kind of what we tend to see. So what this is pretty much if you can imagine like a vat of like a glucose solution, and they're putting the coffee cherries in said solution and they're pressurizing it. And as the coffee cherries are getting pressurized, they're pretty much just like squeezing all of the juice out of the coffee cherry itself and then straining all of that liquid and then taking all of that and then putting it in like a pot and then making a simple syrup out of that. And that's where they're cutting up and adding mangoes to said solution and then reintegrating all of that solution back to the coffee bean and letting it marinate for 48 hours before they drain it again, wash off all the pulp, and then let the coffee beans dry. So what you're getting is just like this absolutely wild science experiment of a coffee, hashtag science, and you're getting this fun, like you said, cartoonish coffee. So the same processing method was done with the peach as well as the cherry cola and then this mango. And what you're getting on the cupping table is just a very magical experience in your cup. I would say, with the notes of like mango and brown sugar, it doesn't really have like a crazy story to it per se. As far as like, is it completely different than anything we have in our lineup? Absolutely. This is going to be the most adventurous coffee we have in our lineup. You have somebody coming into the coffee shop and they want something just wild, out there, fun, crazy, cartoonish. Like, this is the coffee. And this is also going to be a coffee that I would not recommend as a daily drinker. This is like, unless you're like me, I could drink this coffee every day, but a lot of people cannot just because it is so different and it is pretty acidic. You've been warned. But this coffee will only be in 12-ounce bags in our shops. I don't think that we're going to have it in shops for too long. The peach and the cherry cola both like sold out in about 2 weeks. So I can imagine that this is going to be about the same wavelength. So it's just going to be like a really fast on the shelf, in and out. We're all going to be depressed when it's gone, but I'm super excited for you guys to try this coffee. It'll be hitting shops June 22nd. Look out for it. Andrew, is there anything else you'd like to say to the people as you close out this video?
I wish I knew how to tango. I don't, but I do know how to mango. So that's all I got to say.
Yes, King. We'll see you in the next one.